What's up, everybody? Welcome to a Thursday edition of The Squeeze. I am Tyler Conium. First and foremost, just rocking the nice little Toon Squad t-shirt today. Shout out to Retro Kid, my favorite Canadian clothing company. And man, these Jays hats bring back the white panel Blue Jays hats. Why they stopped wearing those? Do not understand. Miss the white panels. So you should wear the white panels for the home games, dark for the road, like it's 93. That would be nice. Might seem like I'm in a good mood. We're on fuego lately. I'm sure it's all going to go south at some point, but while it's hot, let's ride the momentum. A 2-0 day yesterday. If you follow all of the picks, not just here, but all of the picks, it's like 18 units over the last month, which is wild. I've, never been on a run like that before, so it's always nice when you do. A 2-0 day. Yesterday, we had the Houston Astros on the money line in the first 5 innings. They were up 5-0 in the first inning. They made it a little bit interesting. Miami got it to 6-5 in the 5th inning, and they had runners on first and second with 1 out. But Houston got out of that, so we hit that bet. And then we had the Dodgers and the Brewers to go under 8.5. It lands on 8. So I've been getting those lucky, winning on the hook. Usually it's the other way around when you lose on the hook. But hey, man, I will absolutely take it. We're up 4 units this week, and it's only Thursday. Just a couple quick things. Maybe be a little bit annoying with the kind of like the promotional stuff, but just want to reiterate, I never ask for money for my picks. So instead of giving me $50 a month or $1,000 a month like some services will charge, I just ask for just a tiny little sliver of your time. Use the QR code on the screen or the link in the description below if you want to sign up for a new sportsbook. Use that link, and when you do and make a minimum deposit, you're guaranteed the best exclusive offers and bonuses thanks to my partnership with Betstamp and with those books. And I also always, of course, appreciate a subscribe. We're over 100 subscribers now, and I thank you so much for that. So I don't ask money for my picks, and get in the Discord as well where we discuss everything. So use the links, subscribe, get in the Discord. That's the stuff that I ask for instead of money, because why would I want your money? I want you to have your money that you can make bets on my suggestions to win more money, and that's how it goes. Okay, today, 3 bets, 3 sports, starting with the WNBA and the Las Vegas Aces. They just lost. Where is my screen here? They just played the New York Liberty in the Commissioner's Cup, and they lost. So the Aces, I don't want to call them reeling. I mean, the game didn't technically count in the standings, but it was a big game. The Aces won the first matchup of the season in, convincing fashion. They won that game 99-61. And then 9 days later, New York came back and beat them by 19 points. Then we go out and we have the Commissioner's Cup, and New York wins by 20 points again. So, listen, the Vegas Aces are still 27-3. They are arguably, it's probably not even arguable, they're the best WNBA team of all time. You've got AJ Wilson, you've got Candace Parker, you've got Becky Hammon leading the squad. I think the Las Vegas Aces take this one, but I also expect them to come out very angry in the first half. So instead of worrying about the entire game, I'm just going to worry about the first half here and take the Vegas Aces minus 3.5. It's minus 108. So New York is actually favored on this. So the money, public money, I guess, is coming in on New York, which is interesting. Look, New York's a hell of a basketball team. They've won 9 of their last 10. They've won 7 straight. And then that doesn't include the Commissioner's Cup because it's not technically part of the season per se. But then you look at Vegas, they've won 8 of 10. Their 2 losses have come at the hands of New York, right? So both of their losses have come at the hands of New York. So it's an interesting little dynamic that's going on here. These are, no doubt about it, the 2 best teams in the WNBA. These are likely the 2 teams that are going to be playing in the WNBA finals. I just can't imagine that Vegas is going to lose 3 straight basketball games to the same team. I think they're going to come out very angry. Again, this game is at home. Maybe you can factor in the fact that now the Liberty have been in Vegas for a few days. Who knows what happens there. Give me the Aces minus 3.5 in the first half. That's minus 108 at DraftKings. One thing I should always note when I talk about these odds and everything is I always, unless I state otherwise, pay the juice, right? So if it's minus 108, I'm laying 1.08 units. If it's minus 110, I'm paying 1.1 units. I'm always betting to win 1 unit back. Obviously, it's plus money. You're just laying a full unit. But just so there's no discrepancy there, I realize that I haven't really mentioned that in a while. So I'm always paying enough to win 1 unit back, right? Unless I state otherwise. Second bet of the day, we're going to move to the CFL where we're up 10 units on this season. And you've got the Hamilton TigerCats and the Edmonton Elks. Now, when you look at these CFL power rankings, these are the two worst teams in the CFL, but it's actually not that close. Hamilton is 3-5. They just lost to Montreal 2 weeks ago because they're coming off a bye week. But Edmonton is 0-9. And they were just up 22-0 to start the game against the Winnipeg Blue Bombers, and they lost 38-29. Now, Winnipeg is one of the best teams in the CFL, but again, they were up 22-0 in the first half, and the rest of the way, they were outscored 38-7. You're getting the Hamilton TigerCats here at home for less than a touchdown. Forget even the field goals. -5.5 at BetRivers. I am taking that. TigerCats, like I mentioned, they're coming off a bye. They also have a new offensive coordinator. Tommy Condell and the club have parted ways. Scott Milanovic is now on the play calling duties. Does this change anything for Hamilton? I think so. We saw this last week with Edmonton. They got off to the hot start when they had fired essentially half of their staff. But it just didn't happen because, well, Winnipeg is very, very good. Hamilton's in that same position, but they're playing a team that's actually worse from them. Could Edmonton have some momentum? You could say, yeah, they got off to a hot start. They could ride that momentum. Or you could look at it and go, well, the momentum was the fact that they were outscored 38-7 over 3 quarters of football. Again, I like the way that Hamilton plays at home, and they're actually not that far out of the standings. Of course, it's the CFL. There's only 9 football teams. You have in the Eastern Division, the Argonauts leading the way at 7-1. You've got the Owls at 5-3, and the TigerCats are only 3-5. And even when you look at the West, you have the Rough Riders at 4-5. Like, Hamilton's right there. They can figure it out. They had a dreadful start to the season, and they haven't been great at home at 1-3, but I still expect that they will turn it around a little bit, and I just have no faith in Edmonton. Maybe they finally, at some point, they have to get a win, but until they do, I'll be happy to lose the bet when they finally do. So give me Hamilton, especially when it's only -5.5, -110 at BetRivers. Your last bet of the day is in Major League Baseball. You've got the Arizona Diamondbacks at the San Diego Padres, and I'm getting the Arizona Diamondbacks here on the money line for -111. This bet is also at BetRivers. 61-60 is Arizona. They started off really well. I've kind of struggled a little bit as of late. Then you got the Padres, who I picked to possibly win the World. They were one of the teams I picked to win the World Series. I think I bet on 6 or 7 teams, and they were one of them. Well, they're 58-63, and that ain't going to happen. But I'm going to take Arizona to win this game here. Now, the Arizona Diamondbacks have won the first 2 games of this series. They've won 5-4, and they've won 3-0. Actually, that doesn't make sense. That was a week ago? Sorry. Yeah, there was a series in between. So this is the first game now of the second series against the San Diego Padres. And you've got Zach Gallen going for Arizona. And you can look at this and go, man, he's only 1-4 over his last 5 starts, but he has an ERA of 2.6, and he's gone past 6 innings in those starts. He just shut out San Diego in the last start. He went 6 innings, struck out 8, gave up 0 earned runs. Previous to that was a start against Minnesota, where he went 7 innings, struck out 8 once again, and only gave up 2. He's had 6 or more strikeouts in 4 of his last 5 starts, including 3 of them with 8. And then you look at Rich Hill, who's going for San Diego. He's 1-2. And he's got an ERA of over 4 in those starts, and he's lost 3 straight starts. In his last 3 starts against Arizona, now one of them you have to go all the way back to 2018 when he was with the Dodgers, but he's played them twice this season. He's lost both times. He's lost 3-0 and he's lost 7-3. He's only gone 3 1/3 and then 4 innings. He gave up 3 and he gave up 5. When you look at Zach Gallen, he's pitched against San Diego 3 times in 2023. All 3 of them are victories, 2 as an underdog. He's gone 6 innings, giving up 4, and then his last 2 starts, he's shut out the Padres both times. 0 earned runs, 11 strikeouts across 7, 8 strikeouts, 0 earned runs across 6. So I'm taking the Arizona Diamondbacks here. I know that their relievers aren't very good, but neither are the San Diego Padres. You're getting this straight up on the money line. I just don't think Rich Hill is pitching all that well. So I will take the Diamondbacks here on the road in the first game of this set at the Padres, minus 111 at BetRivers. Just a reminder, use the QR code on the screen there or the link in the description if you want to sign up for BetRivers or DraftKings, guarantee the best exclusive offers and bonuses. Hop in the Discord, and just a reminder, your breakdown for today, we've got the Las Vegas Aces minus 3.5. That's minus 108 at DraftKings. That's for the first half. We've got the Hamilton TigerCats to cover minus 5.5 for minus 110 at BetRivers, and the Arizona Diamondbacks on the money line, minus 111 at BetRivers. As always, drop a comment if you're fading or following. You can follow me across all my social channels, linked in the description below. Audio is on Apple and on Spotify. Have a great Thursday. Let's talk sports.